But this time, no one saw it coming. She ended up in a heated clash with Caitlin Clark. At first, it looked like a typical WNBA scuffle. But what happened next? It was truly shocking. You've probably noticed that Brittney often finds her way into controversy. But now, something's happened that might actually leave her in tears. A video just dropped, and it's beyond shocking. Before we get into the details, if you support Caitlin Clark, drop a Clark effect in the comments. Now, let's get into the real story. The footage clearly hints at something deeper, like maybe Brittney isn't who we all thought she was. Let's rewind a bit and see where all this started. A viral video caught Brittney saying some seriously questionable words after a foul was called. People claim she said things like trash and possibly white girl. Others think it was trash and bad call. Lip readers are still working it out, but even if we ignore the words, her facial expression says it all. We saw Riley Gaines post that Brittney seemed to call Caitlin trash and even effing white girl after getting fouled out last night. Hasn't said anything about the situation. Think about it. If someone accused you of saying something racist, wouldn't you speak up fast? You'd probably say, "Hey, I said bad call," not anything else. But Brittney, total silence. And that silence, it's only making people more suspicious. I've watched the clip many times, and honestly, it really does look like Brittney says white girl. Now the backlash is growing. Fans, media, and even Skip Bayless are speaking up, slamming the WNBA for ignoring this issue. The pressure is building, and it's getting serious. And before we go further, let's not forget who we're dealing with here. Yes, Brittney Griner. That sounds like a movie plot, but it really happened. The US exchanged a dangerous arms dealer to bring her home. Now imagine if it had been just a regular white girl locked up in Russia. Would she be home by now? No way. She'd probably still be stuck in a Russian cell, learning the language, wondering if anyone remembered her. But Brittney checked all the right boxes. She's black, openly gay, and a woman. Or at least, that's what we were told. Now, the internet is chasing something way bigger than foul words or trash talk. A storm is brewing online, and everyone's asking one thing: is Brittney Griner actually a man? And now, shockingly, the answer may be yes. Brittney thought she could throw shade at Caitlin Clark and walk away untouched. But now, a photo has surfaced that changes everything. This photo reveals a truth Brittney, likely hoped, would never see daylight, according to sources inside the league. WNBA medical staff reported that Griner is now on increased estrogen therapy. The reason to lower her testosterone levels, insiders say this hormone adjustment isn't just for appearances. It's a way to calm down all the talk about her gender, and it might even help her land a bigger, longer contract. But the WNBA, total silence. Nothing has been said. Brittney elbows Caitlin Clark during a game, possibly says trash white girl, and we've heard nothing from her or the league. And that silence, it says a lot. I've gone back to that video over and over, and to me, it really looks like she says white girl. Shouldn't the league be investigating this? The footage shows Brittney saying those words on the bench right into a camera. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, she's dominating the league. She's the Rookie of the Year. She's 4th in MVP voting. Are watching her. She's boosting viewership like never before. She's the reason fans are tuning in. She's the main draw. And yet, she wasn't the one shouting offensive words while running down the court. So why is the WNBA letting this slide? Imagine if a white player yelled black girl in anger and got caught on camera. That player would be suspended, maybe even kicked out for good. But now, the league is in total crisis mode. They're avoiding the issue completely. Why? Because calling out Brittney could hurt their corporate sponsors, many of whom are tied to LGBTQ+ causes. And here's the uncomfortable question no one wants to ask: is the WNBA protecting certain players? Is there a double standard when it comes to punishment? It's starting to look that way, especially when Caitlin Clark is involved. The league seems to be letting things slide for their favorite stars. Griner thought her words would be forgotten like every other scandal the league has hidden. But now, even insiders are starting to speak up, finally exposing the league's double standards. Let's be clear, when Brittney said white girl, she wasn't just talking about Caitlin's race. She was attacking her popularity, her status, and her influence. Caitlin has taken hit after hit, physically and verbally. We've all seen the footage: elbows, hard screens, rough inbounds. She's been bullied repeatedly, and yeah, there's clearly a racial layer to it. The WNBA always says there's no room for hate or racism. But here we are. Griner's own words, "Trash's white girl," seem to target Caitlyn and even a white ref. Things are heating up, and now even Brittney is speaking out, but not how you'd expect. She's blaming fans, saying she's tired of hearing racial slurs from the stands. She says, "Those might be my opponents, but they're also my friends. They don't deserve that." So she doesn't like when fans say racist things. But what about her own words? This time, Brittney couldn't dodge responsibility. A nurse whistleblower came forward with a bombshell. They leaked photos, and they're clear as day. You can see labeled vials of estrogen, prescription estradiol, and now everyone's asking, why would Brittney need that unless something deeper is going on? Let's break this down, because this mess is getting bigger. It all started with that viral courtside moment. Brittney saying what looked like a slur about Caitlyn. And how did the league respond? They didn't. No press release, no punishment, not even a tweet dot, just silence. But once those photos started making the rounds online, panic hit the WNBA hard. Those leaked hormones raise huge questions, not just about Brittney's identity, but whether it's fair for her to still be playing in the league. And it gets worse. The WNBA jumps into action when fans cross a line with Caitlyn Clark. They start full investigations just for words from the crowd. But when Brittney behaves badly, nothing. It's like they've got a CSI team for fans. But no one's on duty when it's Brittney. Let's be honest, this isn't just about backing Caitlyn Clark, it's about standing up for what's right. The league says it cares about fairness and equality, but do their actions show that? And if you thought the hormone leak was the final chapter, it's not. What happened next could change. How fans see the WNBA forever. So here's the question. If your league's biggest star was caught taking powerful hormone meds right after targeting the sport's most promising player, would you cover it up? Or would you finally stand tall and say, enough is enough?